Hey guys, Mark here. I thought I'd put together a video review now on my DL650 V-Strom, just a walk around video. I've already done an on-board video review which you may have already seen, but I thought this time I'd just take the time to walk around the bike and show you it a bit more up close, and talk about the various parts of the bike. If you're thinking about buying one of these, it may help you out. So I've had this bike now for about 3 months. I'm now on 2,000 miles and I am nothing but impressed with it. This is the updated version that came out in 2012, and you know, Suzuki have really changed the styling of this bike. If you look at this one compared to the older model, I'm sure you agree it does look a lot better, and also they've massively revised the engine. The old engine was from the SV650. This engine is from the Gladius, with maybe a few extra tweaks on it. But I mean, just going around the bike, talking about the various parts. The screen is 3-way adjustable, but you have to undo bolts to do that. Obviously you can adjust it on these bolts here. I've currently got it on the highest position, and I'm only 5'8", but it's absolutely fantastic wind protection. You know, you kind of sit quite low down in the bike there, and the riding position is fabulous. Nice, big, high, wide, commanding position. You just can't fault the position of this bike. I've been riding sports bikes for 25 years, and coming onto this, it's just been a revelation. So yeah, the screen is really good on this bike. You know, there are lots of different aftermarket screens you might want to think about getting if you're a taller rider. Lights are excellent. I've been out at night time now and they are really, really good. Mirrors, again, excellent. You just see a little tiny bit of your elbow just in the corner here, but generally they're brilliant. The brakes are Tokiko 2-pot sliding calipers, both sides, and they're very strong, so I can't sort of grumble with those. ABS is standard, which is a really nice feature on this bike. Bearing in mind the cost of this bike retails at about 6,800, but I was in a motorcycle shop at the weekend and I saw them brand new for £5,499, which is an absolute bargain for what you're getting here. Tyres are standard. They are Vstrom trail wing, 110 on the front, 150 on the rear. Absolutely no problems with them at all. Plenty of grip. So they're sort of like a semi-knobbly construction, you know, if the mood takes you to go off-road slightly on these. I say, going back to the handling on this, you know, you think it would be, you know, big, top heavy. Quite the opposite. You know, I can corner probably faster than this and lean it over more than I used to on my sports bikes. It's amazing. Probably due to the riding position, and the big wide bars gives you lots of leverage into turns. So yeah, the handling of this bike is fabulous. You know, the quality of the ride is excellent too. I mean, we're probably only talking sort of like budget suspension here, you know, because it's quite a cheap bike, but it just works so well. You get a preload adjustment there, which is nice if you take luggage. I had the handguards put on as an extra. To me, that's the law on adventure bikes. You need handguards on an adventure bike. It doesn't come with the Suzuki belly pan as standard. I don't like the look of it without that, so that to me, in my mind, is a must-have accessory. So I got the belly pan fitted and the handguards, and also I bought a centre stand as well. That's a Suzuki genuine centre stand which I fitted myself. So anyway, yeah, screen, tyres are really good, lights are great, brakes are strong, seats pretty comfortable. Like with all motorbikes, you know, when you've been in the saddle for a couple of hours, you tend to want to move around a bit, but it's a really nice, big, spacious saddle, plenty of room. Foot position is lovely on the pegs, no crouched up knees anymore. Really, really nice position on the foot pegs there. So I'll start her up for you now. So another thing I like about this bike is the dashboard is all revised as well. It's really, really clear. You've got temperature gauge, ambient temperature, which you adjust on the left switch here. Don't know if it's going to work. Yeah. So what have I done? It's 65 miles per gallon average. I'll go on to that in a minute. Hold it down, it goes to outside temperature. There you go, 20 degrees. It's a really nice dash on it. I'll just start the engine up. So it's got a lovely V-twin 650 engine. putting out about 68 horsepower at the rear wheel. So yeah, just bringing on to the engine now. It may only have 68 horsepower, but it is so impressive. All the torque is produced between about 3 and 6, which is where its sweet spot is on the tacho, 3,000 to 6,000 revs, and it goes so well. If you watch my other video, you'll see how it accelerates. You know, you don't really want for any more power. You know, whereas on a sports bike, you know, you tend to want to go fast and corner fast. With this bike, you're just happy cruising along at 50, looking at the countryside. It is a fantastic bike, and the quality of the ride, the suspension, everything just blends into one really nice package, which is a joy to ride. So that's that. It's the engine is really nice. Nice quality suspension. Nice seat with V-Strom written into it. Suzuki do their own top box for the carrier here, and panniers which go on the side. Obviously, so this bike is chain driven, so you need to make sure that's correctly adjusted and lubed regularly. Side stand, centre stand. And the tank range on this bike is amazing. I mean, I regularly get 230 miles, and then it goes on to reserve. And when you think reserve is 5 litres, and you could probably squeeze at a push 70 miles out of reserve, riding carefully. So this bike has a potential of doing 300 miles. I haven't quite pushed it that far yet. I've had about 270 out of it, but if you were to ride really carefully, you could get 300 miles out of it, which is incredible. So there we go, guys. Suzuki DL650 V-Strom, an amazing bike to ride. Really beautiful engine. So you can't go wrong with one of these. If you're looking for a different sort of motorbike, if you've been riding sports bikes for years like myself and fancy a change, this is definitely a bike you want to consider. So if you like this bike, please click the thumbs up button on the YouTube, and if you've got any comments, questions, as always, please feel free to post and I'll reply as quick as I can. And again, guys, thanks for watching. Cheers, bye.